Hopefully you got a great hump day ahead of you. We want to talk to you right now about the FearLess project. And joining us from the Canadian Cancer Society from their Ottawa unit, their manager Don Cooper. Great to have you on the show.
Good morning.
As well as cancer survivor Kim Furtler. Great to have you here as well.
Thank you.
We have a great story from you, a nice success story, but a lot of fears, and I know you went through this, associated with cancer. And it's interesting to see what the study has come up with and the creation there of the FearLess project.
Yes, this is a wonderful project that we hope will change the face of cancer forever, because it's kind of like the elephant in the room, that once you identify what your fears are, then you can help to address them and conquer them. And the big concern that we have had is that people who are afraid of what might come might not be going to their doctors regularly, might not be getting screened or tested, and might not want to know.
The fear is greater than actually being proactive about it, that they'd rather just avoid it completely.
That's right.
And there are, what, over 12,000 comments already on this project.
Yes.
Were you expecting to have, or you actually knew that there would probably be a great response to this?
We did hope that there would be a great response to this, and it is very exciting to see that what we were anticipating is in fact the case, that people are coming forward by the thousands to identify what their fears are.
The main thing they do is as soon as they figure something out, they run to the internet, which can be, you know, the scariest thing of all, and that's something that you went through. You know, you were actually quite aware of something that was on your skin for years, until finally a doctor said, let's actually get this tested.
Exactly.
What was your story?
I was living in Calgary, and I got my cancer diagnosis 4 years ago, but 2 years prior I noticed the mole. It had changed, mentioned it to my family doctor at the time. She said, don't worry about it. Next year for my physical, again, don't worry about it. And then we moved to Ottawa, and I have to get a new family doctor, and he goes, let's take 2 minutes and do a biopsy if it's bothering you. And then 2 weeks later, I get the call saying, come on in, we have to talk to you. And then malignant melanoma, oncologist, skin cancer specialist, oncology, surgery. It was a whirlwind. And from the time I got my surgery date to the time I got my results, a few weeks had to go by because there was some fear that the cancer had spread. And with melanoma, melanoma kills. Once it hits your organs, it's not a good place to be. So I hit the internet to see what was going on, and of course,
you have a couple weeks of waiting.
A couple weeks of waiting
and reading this material.
It's crazy.
When you think of the 12,000 comments, could you relate to the comments that you're seeing on this post then, and where the direction then takes you once you've actually listed what it is that you're worried about?
Absolutely. There's many fears that come up and go, oh, I felt that, I feel that. And then and from there, you can click on that fear, and it leads you to some services the Canadian Cancer Society offers to anybody who is interested in them. So it really is a great website to go and visit, whether you have cancer now, you've had cancer, or it's something you're fearing for yourself or for your children. It's an incredible resource.
I think that was the key then, right? Is knowing what people were fearing and having the resources for them immediately to go to.
Exactly. One of the things that we have found at the Canadian Cancer Society is that we are very well known, but we are not known well. And so part of this was to direct people to the services that we are able to provide for them, resources, cancer information, peer support, transportation, that kind of thing, so that people know that not only are they not alone, but there are resources out there to help them. And that's what we're proud to be able to do.
It is called the FearLess project. If you want to be able to head on, just like 12,000 plus Ontarians have done so already, the fearlessproject.ca. And once you're there, once you've been able to just express yourself and what the fears are, it's amazing to see where it will take you and the resources that are available. Kim, I know that it's a constant watch of everything that's happening with your skin, but great to hear that the results are good and things have been great. And Don, best of luck with this project.
Thank you so much.
It really does make sense.